Hi, everyone. First Alert Meteorologist Scott Gagliardi here with your Friday morning First Alert Weather Extra. We have, what do we have out there? Cooler temperatures for sure. Lots of sunshine. We have Hurricane Erin pulling away from not just Connecticut, but from the Northeast in general. Still, though, if you're heading out to any of the beaches that are east and south of Connecticut, yeah, you're going to need to not go in that water because the waves are still very, very big. Let's get straight to the maps, though, and let you know how things are looking out there because in Long Island Sound, it looks okay. It looks pretty good. We had a small craft advisory yesterday that has been allowed to expire now that conditions have improved in Long Island Sound. But temperature in New Haven, 65 degrees, looking at Lighthouse Point Park. And way off in the distance there, well, that's Long Island. Getting a pretty good view of that this morning. Visibility is excellent. Out towards the east a bit, Old Saybrook looks good. And notice how calm the waters are. I mean, yeah, we're bumping around a bit, 1 to 2 feet, but really, really comparatively and relatively speaking to the rest of the Northeast, we're doing just fine. Here's New London. I want to show you this one because you can see way off in the distance, those clouds. Those are the outer edge, or that is the outer edge, I should say, of Hurricane Erin. Right now, those clouds are way out in Cape Cod, so about 100 miles away. The center of Erin, though, even farther than that, closer to 450 miles away from Connecticut. You can see those clouds on our satellite just skirting the Cape and, say, Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard now. But as the system pulls away, everybody gets into complete wall-to-wall sunshine throughout the day. Here's a look at the advisories, though, in terms of any surf advisories or gale warnings. You notice those are out towards the east of Connecticut. So any plans, if you're heading to the Cape and the islands, not a day for the water at all. You can see those wave heights 10 to 15 feet in those surf zones. And, of course, dangerous rip currents. And when you have scenes like this was taken from Mesquamaket yesterday. I mean, look how rough that surf is. Not at all any of the kind of water that you want to be in. Wave height's pretty large too there, even it's like anywhere from 5 to maybe 7 feet. So I'm sure some surfers loved it, but for the average swimmer or even any swimmer in general, not a day for the beach. Wave heights right now still pretty large, just off the coast of Block Island, about 10 feet. The ferry service still is suspended for today because of those larger swells just outside of Long Island Sound. 8 feet up towards Boston and, say, New Hampshire and Maine. So big waves still out there today, even as much as this hurricane is pulling away. Still the energy with it and being translated into those waves that we're seeing across the Northeast. First Alert Live Radar, though, scans the state completely dry. It will through today and through the weekend. A couple chances, a few showers Monday, but it's really not a big deal. Temperatures, now that that sun is up, have been responding quickly. You had a couple 40s this morning. Well, now everybody's in those 50s and lots of 60s. 60 degrees in Meriden, 61 in Waterbury, 62 in Groton, 63 in Chester, and the mild spot in New Haven and Bridgeport, both coming in at 65 degrees. Your wind speeds, though, they're out of the north. This is, once again, behind Hurricane Erin. You have that counterclockwise flow around an area of high pressure, or low pressure, I should say, so it pulls in this wind from the north. Right now, 5 to 15, and these will even begin to lighten up throughout the rest of the day today. But First Alert Futurecast shows besides maybe 1 or 2 clouds, literally, the entire day is filled with sunshine. And it looks good out there. Starting off tomorrow, just as nice as today. On the cooler side, seasonably cool, a couple degrees below that. And all day is fine, maybe a couple more clouds. By Sunday, our wind arrows, notice they're coming more out of the south. So we're going to increase our mugginess just a bit, but staying dry on Sunday. More clouds for sure. And then by Monday, we introduced the chance for a couple of those showers. Now, you can see on our dew point trends, remember, this measures the moisture out there. That's what our dew point is a measurement of. And when you have more moisture, well, it will feel a bit more uncomfortable. So we're going to increase that moisture level by Sunday and Monday. So back up into the muggy category. And then beyond that, this will be behind a cold front. A long-lasting fall-like feel is expected starting on Tuesday. Very low levels of humidity, high temperatures only in the 70s. And not much in the way of any rain chances for a while. So what we had the other day, we could use more of, certainly. Beyond that, so days 6 through 10, we're talking Next Thursday through next Sunday, yeah, very good signal. We're still below average by that point in time. So enjoy today, tomorrow, and Sunday because our temperatures will be quite warm. Because beyond that, we're not seeing even 80s for at least a week. The tropics still remaining very active. You can see Hurricane Erin there, that Category 1 storm, way off to the top of your screen. Another area with a high chance for development. That's in that red shading there. Small little yellow X, a very low chance. And either way, so that stays out to sea as well. But it's the medium chance of development, that orange X there and that orange blob towards the bottom of your screen. That could sneak in into the Caribbean, I should say. And where it goes from there remains to be seen. But that one has a chance at some development and to impact somebody. Here locally, though, it is Hurricane Erin that we're keeping an eye on. Wind speeds right now with the latest advisory, 90 miles per hour, moving quickly to the north and east at 22. And you really start to see is losing that hurricane structure to it. As it encounters cooler waters and it loses that energy, it's really not going to look much like a hurricane as it already does. You can see not much to it. But still, wind speeds at times up to 85 miles per hour expected through parts of the weekend, and then beyond that, an extratropical area of low pressure not really impacting anybody. You can see stays out into the ocean, doesn't affect Canada or the Azores. We have several areas, though, that we're watching. The next name on the list is Fernan. It's a French name. And then beyond that, Gabrielle, Umberto, and Imelda. So we'll be keeping an eye on any storms that form as we're approaching the peak of hurricane season that comes in on September 10th. Forecast highs today, though, nice change from where things have been. Lots of 80s, a couple 70s in the hill towns, low levels of humidity, becoming less breezy. Yeah, it's looking pretty good out there. If you have any plans to head to a fair, well, the Brooklyn Fair, that's this evening. And you can see temperatures falling back from the upper 70s into the 60s as early as 9 p.m. A great night for a fair or any outdoor activity that you have planned on this Friday evening. Tonight, what you're waking up to tomorrow is cooler temperatures once again, 50s and near 60, but wouldn't be surprised. The typical cooler spots, yeah, you'll see those 40s, mid and upper 40s once again under mostly clear skies. Your first alert 7-day forecast, 82 today, 84 tomorrow, the warmest day of the next 7. Nice and sunny, though. Sunday, we'll increase our clouds and a touch of that mugginess. Temperature still 80. On Monday, a couple showers. Really not looking like much of a big deal at all. And then that's with a cold front. Behind that, temperatures fall back into the 70s for highs. Overnights, 50s to near 60. Even along the shoreline, it's nice and warm this weekend. And then next week, we will be feeling a lot more like fall for sure, with high temperatures falling 5 to 10 degrees short of our average. So, yeah, if you love the warmth, well, I guess enjoy this weekend because we'll see some of it. But no 90-degree days forecasted, not only for the next week, but I'd say even the next 2 weeks. Certainly staying on the cooler side for the foreseeable future. All right, other than that, have a fantastic day today. Remember, if you're heading out farther towards the east, even once you get towards Rhode Island, still big waves out there, not a day for the beach at all. If you'd like a good beach day, stay here local. Stay along the shoreline here in Connecticut. Long Island Sound protects us from those big waves that we're seeing with Hurricane Erin. All right, have a great day and a great weekend. Thanks for watching.